you very much. Good afternoon. Very happy to be here as a representative of the oldest company in the list that we have today. So please allow me to tell you a story about the next revolution in agriculture and how we're going to grow much more with much less. So first of all, why do we actually need to grow more? We are, all of us, facing a lot of challenges, and one of them is actually how we are going to provide more food for the growing population. So by 2050, more than 4 billion people will be under water stress around the world. On the same time, we're not going to have more land and more water in order to grow those additional crops. And the demand, of course, is still growing. You know, the demand is growing because the population is growing. The demand is growing also because of change of diet and middle class in emerging markets. So how we address all those challenges? So we started to address these challenges, what we call precision irrigation, trying to grow more with less. It all started out of necessity. More than 50 years ago, farmers in the south part of Israel, here in Kibbutz Hatzarim, had a great challenge how to grow crops in a very challenging condition. So they invented the drip technology. What is the drip? It's very simple. Drip is a delivery system. It delivers water, delivers fertilizer, and delivers crop protection in the right time, in the right amount, directly to the root zone. And by doing that, we can produce much more, we can have a better quality of our crops, and we can use our resources much more efficiently. So for a small kibbutz, as a startup 50 years back, we became the leading irrigation company worldwide. We sell more than $1 billion in more than 110 countries. And we're doing it with 5,000 employees and with a lot of what we call boots on the ground. And now we are moving to what we call the next revolution in agriculture, the digital farming. So what is the role of digital farming? When you think about it, the first role is actually improving the decision that the farmers are making. And by doing that, we will continue to increase productivity, and we will continue to optimize the way we are using our resources, if it's water, fertilizer, and crop rotation. Of course, traceability. We all want to have vegetables and fruits that are clean and safe. Using digital farming, we'll be able to know how we use our fertilizer, how we use our crop protection better, and it will keep the young generation at the farm level, and I think this is very important, and in the end of the day, provide peace of mind for the farmers. And why now? Because first of all, now the technology is there. It's more advanced, it's accessible, and I think not less important, it's now affordable even in the agriculture arena. And you can see that farmers are getting more and more what we call tech-oriented. If you travel around the world in rural areas, even today in India or Indonesia, or even in places in Mexico, you will see smallholders, small farmers that have already a smartphone with connectivity 24/7. And they are using a lot of digital tools already. So what are we in Netafim doing about it? We understand where the trends are going, and in the last few years, we have developed our new digital platform called the NetBeat. It's the first irrigation system with a brain that have basically answering 3 elements. One of them, monitor, analyze, and control. So let's understand what is the system. So first of all, of course, we have the irrigation system already installed on the ground, and then we add on sensors. And then all those sensors are getting a lot of information from the field. All this data is going to the cloud through the control units. On the cloud, we're actually getting additional information. We can take, for example, what is the weather condition right now, what is the weather condition in the next 5 years. We can take some satellite picture, we can take other data from other sources. We take them all, we do a very smart analysis, and according to the crop, if it's tomatoes or if it's vineyards, or if it's potato, it depends what is the crop age, if we just planted or we are going to harvest, we give the right recommendation, how much to apply water, how much to apply fertilizers, and everything goes directly to the palm of the hands of the farmer. So what are the 5, let's say, innovation around the NetBeat? So first of all, it's the only system that what we say it's all-in-one. System that gets all the data from the fields, get data from external resources, doing analysis, and in the end of the day, send commands, and we can control, and we can execute our recommendation. The second one is following our 50 years of experience on the ground with agronomical knowledge and also with digital farming. We provide what we call the dynamic crop models, and allow me to show you a short movie.
Today, everybody's talking about data. The question is, how do you make it work for you? NetBeat, the first irrigation and fertigation control system that allows farmers to leverage their data and maximize their farm's true potential. At the core of NetBeat lies the dynamic crop models, a decision support engine that generates smart irrigation and fertigation recommendations 100% tailored to your crop and your field. How does it work? The dynamic crop model tracks the plant's developmental stage based on crop physiology models. It then recalibrates itself according to actual and forecasted environmental data from multiple sources such as weather, soil, crop sensors, and remote imagery. The model computes itself daily, ensuring recommendations are optimized for each grower's specific need and environment. The output is an accurate and customized 7-day irrigation and fertigation plan, precisely calibrated to take into account the specific needs of your crop within its life cycle. For the first time in irrigation history, AI-based algorithms are able to create tangible value for data on a daily basis, helping farmers to grow better crops while making much better use of their resources. Stop talking about data. Start putting it to work for you. NetBeat Dynamic Crop Models. The first irrigation system with a brain.
So the third one is actually the cloud technology. Of course, okay, we do all the analysis on the cloud. We get data from the field. We get data from the outside. But we also can see actually what the farmer is doing. So we have our expert, our team of agronomists. The farmers have his expert. They all can have a look at what the farmer is doing, of course, if he allows them, and give them a recommendation. We can easily support the farmer in far away, and by dealing with farmer in the rural area, it's very important. The fourth one is very simple and intuitive. It takes you really a few minutes to generate irrigation program. We invested a lot in the interface to make it very user-friendly. And the last one is what we call smart irrigation for all. It's not just something that farmers, large-scale farmers in Brazil or in the US can use it. Also, smallholders will be able to benefit from our digital platform. And I will give you one example. What is the impacts on our customers and on the world? Lately, we've been choosing to deploy 4 large community irrigation projects in India. Just to give you an idea, each project is few tens of thousands of farmers. Total size is almost the size of the Upper Galilee in Israel in one time. In those projects, we are responsible to deliver the water from the water source until the root zone of the specific crops of the farmers. And we are deploying all our digital platform, the NetBeat, in those projects, so those even small farmers can enjoy it. Significant improvement in production, and of course, significant saving on water and fertilizers. So the NetBeat is really what we call an open platform. So it's an add-on. We can add on a lot of technology inside. If there's a data source that we can add in order to do our analysis even smarter and be able to bring value to our clients in order to produce more. Or if tomorrow morning it's a startup, they have a very smart sensors that can get data that we don't have today and help us also with the analysis. So we are really open to collaborate with different technology and different startups. And we truly believe that, that we have 3 pillars. One is the 50 years of experience in agriculture and 20 years in digital farming that we have. And of course, our boots on the ground serving millions of farmers around the world. And the new offering the first irrigation system with the brain, monitor, analyze, and control. So altogether, we truly believe that we'll help the world to grow much more with much less. So please, any company that have a new technology, a startup, the things that are relevant, please join us for the next revolution in agriculture. Thank you very much.